welcome to Unternehmen Waidmannsheil, Operation Good Hunting, my latest Men of War video. Now this is an extremely large scale battle. It's taken me many weeks to edit this, and this is a video for those that primarily enjoy my commentary based Men of War videos, so I'm going to be providing a commentary throughout this video, and this is as I play the game, as I play the level. So the operation, the map, the mission is based on a very large scale tank confrontation. I'm controlling the Germans, and as you can see here there's a vast allied force. I'm going to attempt to proceed into the map up this main road, and I'm going to attempt to capture this city here, which is more like a ramshackle village as opposed to a large urban area. Also on the left flank I'm going to attempt to capture this train yard and train route, rail track, and then up by the church here I'm going to try and do a right flank and capture that area. I'm also going to attempt to fend off what I perceive will be an allied counter-strike coming from that roads leading off into the right, and I'm going to try and set up a defensive line there, and I'm going to end by trying to ambush the allies and launch a counter-strike. So this is my force. I've got a vast number of tanks, lots of infantry riding in trucks ready to get to the locations quickly, various fast tracks, half tracks, artillery, you name it. So here we see the allies moving out. This is all controlled by the AI, so I have no involvement here. There's a lot of allied tanks, mostly Shermans, but a vast number of more advanced allied tanks late war era, such as M26 Pershings, T29s, which were pretty formidable tanks, and also a number of tank destroyers, Sherman Fireflies, Sherman Jumbos, things like that. So they're moving forwards, they're splitting off into different groups, and they're moving out trying to capture positions quickly, and I need to get moving, get my German troops out ready to attack. So as you can see here, the Germans are just lining up, sorry, the Allies even, are just lining up positions on various roadsides. They're in large groups of tanks, 5 or 6 tanks per unit here, and this is a bit of their defensive line. I've got artillery set up, and as you can see loads of Shermans all doubling up. As you can see on the map there, they're all in pockets. So I'm going to start moving out here. Now one thing I want to make clear from the outset with this particular video is I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I've played this mission various times now and lost on a number of occasions, so I can't ensure what the end result will be. So stick with it, this is a journey. I'm going to try my best, but I'm not the best Men of War player out there, as you've probably noticed. But anyway, so I'm moving out. What I want to do is I want to try and split my units up. So I want to move out on the right flank, and I want to move out on the left flank simultaneously, perhaps. Now as you can see here, I've got a load of very formidable tanks. I've got 2 King Tigers, 2 Tigers, 2 Panthers, various Jag Panthers, I think 2, 1 Jag Tiger, which is my main asset really, and Hummels and Stugs, some Panzer IIIs, which are cannon fodder frankly, and as I said earlier, loads of infantry, hundreds of infantry units, and as I say, they're all in these trucks, squads in trucks, 12 to 6 guys, whatever, and all these half tracks. So I need to be careful, because what I don't want to do is launch trucks and half tracks at allied tanks, because they're just going to get destroyed. And also what you can see here is I've got various artillery pieces. What I want to do is couple them up with trucks, drive them up. So as you can see here, I'm moving my men forwards. The allies have already taken up positions all over the map though, pretty strategic positions. They hold most of the roads, all of the checkpoints really, all of the T-junctions, etc. So they've already gained a bit of an initiative. Now I'm going to move these tanks forward ever so slightly. I'm going to creep them forward, but I don't want to engage the allies yet, because I need to position my tanks in a position where they can all cover each other, watch each other's backs, etc. I don't want to just launch into this with one tank. I'll just get pretty annihilated. Now I feel I need to protect these vehicles. I have a bit of a fetish for most German tanks, if I'm honest, particularly the King Tigers and Jag Tigers. I do not want to see them get harmed in this battle, so you're going to see me babysit and you're going to see me be quite defensive. I'm not going to just launch crazy attacks because I do not want to lose my units, and I'll be pretty frustrated if I lose these tanks, so I need to play this very cautiously. Now this is a long video, by the way, so this is as you can see, part one of 2 parts. Well, I envisage it's going to play out quite a long, for a long period. I don't expect to be able to do this in one part anyway, but let's see what happens. Now I'm moving my tanks up here on the left flank. So this is this rail yard you can see ahead, and there's a track which leads you right up to the Allied main base of attack or forward base. So the first thing I want to do is initiate an attack here, and as you can see, the Allies have already gained position on that railroad. So what I want to do is engage on this left flank, and I feel I've got enough assets in place here to initiate combat. So 1-0 to Gunishment there. Caught them with their pants down by the looks of it. I'm not quite sure why my Hummel's facing the wrong direction there. Just do a little bit of micromanaging. So the King Tigers engage those Shermans. Deflection. So taking enemy fire here, but the Shermans can't really dent the King Tiger at that angle. I wouldn't have thought. You never know though. The King Tiger's being backed up by a Tiger, and I'm also going to use the Hummel to try and put some heat rounds down. So anti-infantry, engaging, trying to get, because there's a squad of Rangers moving up by the looks of it. So I need to be careful. They could cause some trouble. So the Allied tank crew there on fire. Pretty horrific sight, really. And as you can see, they've all disembarked. Looks like Rangers, infantry. So I'm moving forward loads of tanks here now. I've got enough of King Tiger. I'm not going to use all those tanks, so it's probably a bit of overkill on my part there. So I need to pull those tanks back and order those units to hold position. One thing you have to remember in Men of War is if you don't order your units to hold position, they will move out automatically if they're engaged, or if their squad mates are engaged. So I'm rolling a Jag Panther forward here, which is one of my well, it's a valuable asset, but it's not as valuable as a King Tiger. So I want to try and use the Jag Panther to finish off these Sherman Jumbos, which are still alive. I think the tracks have been disabled, but they're still engaging me. Oh shit! Okay, so first casualty there of the battle for me. Jag Panther's on fire. That can't be salvaged, I wouldn't have thought. So I need to use my King Tiger here to try and finish off this Jumbo. Rangers are still putting a lot of fire down on me. They've set up positions there. So I need to be careful. My infantry could get pretty chewed up there. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to try and use the Tiger, Mark 1 Tiger, to do this, because I don't want to use my King Tiger so early in the battle, really. So the Tiger's backed up there with a squad, and I'm going to try and use the Tiger to finish off. I think it looks like there's maybe 2 Sherman Jumbos still in the fight up there. As I say, the tracks are disabled, but they're still giving me hell. We've got very powerful anti-tank guns to Sherman Jumbos. So there's a squad of Rangers in that crater. I'm not too worried about them at the moment. I'm going to use this Tiger to try and engage. That Sherman C still alive. That won't kill it. That was just a heat round. It wasn't as. Oh, there we go. So there's an armour-piercing shot got him there. I think that was probably the King Tiger got a shot in there just before the Tiger managed to flank him on the left. That Sherman Jumbo's finished. And the Panther's moved forward there, and the MG5's engaging the Rangers. I'm confident I've gained this position. I think I now just need to mop up. Boom. That was nasty. and it looks like I lost one tank. The King Tiger's disabled though. I've just noticed the tracks down on that King Tiger, so that's frustrating. I need to get one of my infantrymen to repair that track, because that King Tiger's not going anywhere now. I suspect that was probably well, I didn't see, but I suspect that was probably caused by one of those rangers. May have got close enough to the King Tiger there to fire some sort of anti-tank measure, bazooka, damage the track. So that's what I mean, you've got to be careful with these tanks not to get too cocky, because they will be engaged by infantry, particularly the rangers. So I'm now going to initiate a slightly more concentrated attack on this main objective of the map, which is this village, rural kind of village area, farmyard even. Pretty interesting territory this for tank combat. Flat grounds, but lots of cover, lots of positions where US tanks can hide. As you can see there, there was a US tank already in the town there. It looked like an M26 Pershing, which is quite a formidable tank. I can't underestimate the Allied tanks here, because as I say, there's a lot of late war tanks on the field in this battle, and the Allies were starting to catch up by that point. So the Tiger's obviously spotted an enemy there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my tanks on this flank for now, because I can hold that railroad for now. And I'm going to move. I'm going to start using some more assets, I think, soon. I've sent some troops up on that extreme right flank, but I'm not going to initiate an assault on that right flank yet. I'm going to use this infantryman here to pick up one of those repair kits, and I'm going to send him to this Tiger and do a repair job. Long walk, but I can be prepared to wait there. There's no great need at the moment to use that King Tiger, and I don't think there's any immediate danger of the King Tiger being engaged. So I'm going to roll forward my Tiger here, quite a cautious assault this. Panther is moving in. I'm backing the Panther up with some slightly smaller tanks. And I am aware that there's an M26 Pershing in that ahead, engaged. Right, so the track's down for the Panther. I need to try and engage this M26, this is a big threat for me. Deflections, can't get a dent on him. Okay, so the Panther's down. I don't think these tanks are going to be able to take on the M26 by themselves. Track's damaged, but he's still alive. There's a T29. So there's a T29 just crept forward, which is an even more formidable Allied tank. These Panthers haven't got a chance, Panzers. The Tiger's the only tank I've got in the area that can engage that T29. The M26 is still alive. Just looking a little messy now, to be honest. So I need to take out this M26. I've got a good side shot. There we go. Main gun destroyed. So that's suddenly less of a threat. He's still alive though. He's still firing MGs at me. So I'm creeping my Tiger forwards. Jesus! And there's a massive advance there from the Allies on that. If you can see on the right, on the left flank there, there's a huge complement of Allied tanks attacking. I've stirred up the Hornet's nest by the looks of it. I need to pull my tanks back. The Jag Tiger's not in a very good position there. The Tiger's fucked. Crew's down. No one can be saved. So I've lost a Tiger there, and a Panther. Pretty poor assault on my part. So look at this huge Allied attack coming in, backed up with a big squad of Rangers and infantry. So I'm bringing in my King Tiger here, one of my other King Tigers. The Jag Tiger's taking hits. The King Tiger's got a good position on this hill. I may be able to get some shots in on these tanks from the slope. There we go. Lots of US Rangers moving in, trying to get close. The Jag Tiger's looking pretty vulnerable here, I've got to be honest. The Jag Panther's backing him up, but it looks like the Jag Tiger's disabled. Probably took a side shot there from one of those Shermans. So the Jag Tiger, fucking hell, the Jag Tiger's in real trouble here actually. If the Rangers get close enough, they're gonna destroy it with TNT or whatever. So I need to back that Jag Tiger up pretty sharpish. I've got a squad moving in here, trying to put down some suppression fire on the Rangers. As you can see from the map though, I mean, I don't really have a lot I can use. Okay, the Panther's down, the Jag Tiger's crew are dazed. Yeah, I'm feeling the pressure here, guys, to be honest. I've got King Tiger's putting up a good fight though. That King Tiger on the hill really is keeping it alive for me right now. This battle could have ended pretty sharpish if it wasn't for that tank, I've got to say. So I'm keeping the Rangers suppressed at the moment with the King Tiger's front-facing MG42. I think the Jag Panther's still engaging them with an MG as well, so the Rangers are just about being suppressed. That Jag Panther though's got to, the Jag Tiger even's got to be saved. I can't lose that at this stage in the battle. I made a big mistake there using the Jag Tiger so early on. As you can see, I'm already starting to deplete my resources. I'm rolling in another Panther here and using a lot more infantry. The Allies are really bringing the battle to my doorstep here, though I wasn't quite expecting this. This isn't how it usually plays out. But like I say, I do usually lose this battle, so bear with me. So I'm just about keeping it together here. I've rolled up my Panther and another lower lighter tank to try and suppress these Rangers. I've slowly got some infantry creeping in, as you can see. They're just about managing to keep these Rangers at bay. There's lots of fierce combat here. So, the Jag Tiger's still in the fight, just about. The track's disabled though, so I need to get that repaired, but I can't really focus on that yet. I need to try and gain some ground here. Panther's doing a good job. As you can see, all of those Shermans that attacked in that big posse, they all got disabled. They all got destroyed, and that was largely as a result of my King Tiger up on the hill. That King Tiger really did save the day for me, I have to say, along with the Jag Panther, and also that Hummel probably helped. So I'm going to roll that Hummel forward ever so slightly here. I am quite aware now though that the Allies could launch some kind of devastating assault on my position. I don't really have much of a defensive line set up here, so this is an extremely contested area, this city. So what I want to try and do is set up a line of tanks, and they can engage from multiple angles, cover all the flanks. There's still a lot of infantry around here though, so I need to just kind of hold the ground I've got at the moment. I can't stop thinking about assaulting. Go, another US tank's been disabled up on that trench line. They are still alive up there. So I'm just managing to creep forward here. The Panther, along with a complement of infantry, is keeping them suppressed. Looks like there's some reinforcements coming from the Allies though on the right flank. They're rolling in, coming through that city. I need to try and keep them at bay. Shit, I've lost my other Panther there. Nasty hole crush shot from the side. Pretty good ambush on the part of the Allies here. So I'm going to need to engage them using the Jag Panther again. Tank on tank. Another tank's lost. Just a light Panzer there, not too much of a problem. It looks like my Jag Panther's been disabled. Shit, I'm going to lose that Jag Panther as well, aren't I? There we go, another one just straight, another one damaged. There's a Sherman. It looks like there's a Sherman Jumbo. Fuck. I'm sorry. I don't usually swear in these videos, but I'm feeling the pressure here. Okay, I lost about 5 tanks there, and it was all as a result of one allied tank, which is it looks like a Sherman Jumbo. He's got a good position there, and he's disabled, but he's got some cover because every side of him is covered by a destroyed allied tank. So it's like he's got some amazing shield around him in the form of destroyed tanks. So I need to try and engage that, and to do it I'm going to have to probably use one of my bigger assets. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it with a Jag Panther. Well, I don't know. Well, the infantry might be able to do something, I guess, but I've got nothing in the area now. I'm going to use these Stugs. I was going to use these Stugs to launch a sort of smaller assault on the roadside, but I'm now going to use them to try and flank this Sherman Jumbo. It looks like I might be able to get a side shot on the Sherman from the other angle, and the Stugs should be more than capable, I would have hoped. So there you can see the culprit, that little bitch. Just as you can see, he looks like he's, well, I don't know, he might not be disabled. Right, so I need to try and engage him with these Stugs. The truck, yeah, well, the truck's got a group of infantry, and I think I'm going to keep the truck there as a sort of, well, I don't know what for really, to be honest. Anyway, let's see if I can do the damage here. Ooh. Right, so immediately I'm realising that this, I don't know what it is about the Sherman Jumbo, but it's got some pretty solid armour. Okay, main gun destroyed in one of the Stugs. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. No, don't deflect. Come on, almost. Almost. Fuck! Sorry. Okay, lost 2 Stugs there. That Sherman tank, that tank has now killed 7 of my tanks, I think. I'm starting to lose track. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting a bit pissed off now. I need, as you can see, I have practically nothing left in reserve. I've got maybe 2-3 tanks. I need to use my King Tiger here. So as you can see, the King Tiger's been repaired, which is good. I'm going to use the King Tiger, and I've also got another Panther there, and that's my last remaining Panther. And I've also got this King Tiger. Shit, he's taken a hit from the Panzers fast. Some Rangers. Just looks like he's mopped them up. Nowhere's safe. Nowhere is safe at the moment. I need to be careful. What I'm going to try and do, this Sherman Jumbo, it's holding my entire attack back. Like, one tank is keeping my entire force from their objective. It reminds me of the stories of lone KV-1s on the Eastern Front, keeping entire Panzer battle groups at bay. Only this isn't a KV-1, this is a piece of shit Sherman. So anyway, I need to roll forward my remaining tanks. Now these 2 tanks I'm rolling forward here are Hummel and I can't remember the name of the other one. I think it's an Elephant, which is also known as a Ferdinand. I was going to use them to try and set up that defensive line on the right flank of that city. I still want to do that if I'm able to, but I'm really running out of resources now. What I'm going to try to do as well is, I'm going to use another repair kit. I need to finally get this Jag Tiger back in action, because the Jag Tiger, I need to get him back in the fight basically. He's been sitting there too long now. Looks like there's some weird terrain bug going on here with the King Tiger. I thought I'd rolled him out, but he's getting clipped by that hill, so I just need to do a little bit of micromanagement there. I'm going to use my heroic King Tiger here, the one that basically saved me from early defeats. I'm going to roll him forwards and try and just do an all or nothing attack on this bitch Sherman Jumbo. So that was a bit nasty. I took a hit there, but it deflected. Come on. Yes! Yes! Turret destroyed. Bitch is still fighting back though. Yes, come on, main gun destroyed, turret destroyed and main gun destroyed. It's gotta be destroyed now. One for good measure. Well, I suspect that's enough. Now there's some rangers trying to keep me from getting any closer. I'm not too concerned about those, but I'm not going to roll the Tiger any nearer to them. I don't want to get TNT'd or grenaded. But I think I finally disabled that Sherman Jumbo. I'm happy with that. Oh, destroyed, what was that? Oh, that was one of the... That looked like... Oh, okay, there was another allied tank hiding in that building. I think he's destroyed now though. I'm going to just try and engage these trucks. I don't think they're much of a threat, but I just want to make sure there's not a squad of US infantry hiding in the truck waiting to pounce. Doesn't look like there is though. And okay, as you can see, at the moment this right flank area is looking slightly quiet. I'm aware of the fact that if they attacked me from that position I'd be slammed pretty hard. So I wanted to try and set up some sort of defensive line here. The Hummel is sort of suitable, but I need another tank to do some direct anti-tank duties. There's rangers all around that area, but I'm not too concerned about them right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll forward this Bofors at some point, or I don't know, it's not a Bofors, is it? The Flak 36, because if I can position the Flak 36 somewhere around that tree line area on the right flank, that might be a good weapon to keep the Shermans at bay. I'm rolling forward this half track for now though. I'm just using my assets really. I'm just moving them forward in positions. I'm not necessarily going to use them right now, but I'm just getting them away from the FB forward base. Now I am aware that I've got this squad here, or this battle group, ready to attack this church, and as you can see it's the first time I've moved over to the church, but that's an extreme right flank objective on my part. It's a sort of side quest on my part. I want to capture that church, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. I want to set up some sort of defensive line here. So I'm going to use the Hashorn, whatever it's called. Nashorn, that's the one. Oh Jesus, okay, they're attacking already. So we've got some allied tanks coming in, they've breached my line. The Nashorn's going to try and deal with it. They've got really close though. M26 Pershing moving in, that's a big threat. There we go, side shot, that's what I call proper tank combat. That's a nice ambush scenario there. Oh, he's still alive though. Can't believe that. His turret's fucked, but he's still shooting. Looks like a T-29 coming in. Need to engage that. Ah, missed. I've just realised that the King Tiger's taking hits there from the Pershing. I think the King Tiger's been disabled. I need to take out the T-29 there, and I'm going to use the King Tiger. Oh, feeling the pressure here, as I've got to say. Right, so okay. Right, so I think the Pershing's down. I just need to finish off this T-29. I'm going to use the Nashorn. There we go. Track hull crushed. Okay, finished. Done. Phew. making the mistake of firing heat rounds as opposed to the armor piercing variety. Need to work on that. So as you can see, there's a dude in there repairing my Jag Tiger. Hope he speeds it up, but we're getting there. So we still got Rangers trying to move in on that King Tiger. The T-29 and the Pershing are finished, but we've got lone crews trying to hold positions here. I'm going to just mop them up. Not too concerned about that. Oh come on, just to nail this one guy. There we go, one down, one to go. He's on the run. Oh, can't get him. That was my fault. Overkill. Oh, I'm going to let him go. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. So, right, I'm going to roll my half-track forwards. I need to, like I say, set up some sort of defensive line here. Somebody's targeting that King Tiger though. I'm a bit concerned about that. I think it's a Ranger. I'm not entirely sure. I don't see any other allied tanks in the area now. The Jag Tiger's finally back in the fight, so I'm relieved about that. Very relieved that tank didn't get destroyed. I've never lost a Jag Tiger in combat in this game. Well, you know what I mean. I have, but not in battles that count. So I'm rolling forward my King Tiger here, rolling forward my Jag Tiger, and I'm going to take in, there's still some Rangers hanging around. I'm not too concerned about mopping these guys up, but the half tracks, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and use these half tracks to just get in there into that city environment and just completely mop up, completely finish off these last remnants of the US force trying to hold a grip on this village. So some sort of customised half-track thing going on here. They've got anti-aircraft guns and using them as an anti-infantry weapon. Pretty formidable. You can run, Ranger, but you can't hide. So, like I say, I'm just mopping up. I want to establish a firm presence in this city now. Well, village. I keep calling it city. It's barely a city. Hamlets, I think is the word. But anyway, I'm going to use the Nash horn to just set up a position facing the right flank, just to try and defend that road. And now I'm going to use this Flak 36. I'm going to roll him forwards. It's going to take a while to get there, but if I get him moving now, that's a good position. I can start to set up some sort of defensive line, and should make a bit of a difference. I don't want any more allied tanks creeping through my defences like that. And now I'm going to focus this assault on the church. So I've rolled my squads forwards, and it looks like there's a load of US trucks there sitting there idle. I'm going to engage them and capture the church. Right, there's loads of infantry there coming out. Bit of a mistake on the Allies' part there. I'm not quite sure why they didn't just get out of the trucks. They lost half their men there in the explosions, but there's still a load of them out there. so I need to try and mop them up. So we caught them with their pants down by the looks of it, and it looks like the church has been secured. Almost. Just need to finish them off. They've retreated into this tree line. Just almost got it. There's just a few rangers hanging on there, but as you can see, the church is not particularly contested now. There's just a few remnants of the US infantry, rangers, whatever, in the tree line. So I'm going to start using the terrain to my advantage now. I'm going to get them in positions where they can hold against potential counter-attack. I don't want to go launching some sort of hunt for these guys. I'm just going to make sure my infantry don't get too far ahead of themselves here. There we go. Take it. Oh yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Right, finishing it off. That last dude, there we go. Nice. So I'm going to try and bring my half-track back now. Bring my forces back. Get him back in the churchyard and get them in positions where they can defend. I'm going to try and get a squad actually in the church, in the building itself. Oh, I've already done that. Yep. Sorry about that. So I've got my guys in the church, as you can see. They've got positions shooting out the windows essentially. And there's still some shooting going on here. I think they're. I'm not entirely sure who they're shooting at now. But anyway, right, so back on the other side of the map, the church is secure for now. I'm rolling forward my Tiger, King Tiger and Panther on this left flank, just to the outskirts of the village. Still some rangers hanging around. I'm not too concerned about those. I just want to try and gain a little bit of ground here, just a little bit. I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. Just form some sort of presence here, and yep, just looks like I just need to ebb forwards just cautiously for now. Sure my Hummel's in range, otherwise it's a pretty useless unit. Tiger 2, he's okay, so I can roll forward the Tiger 2. King Tiger, Royal Tiger, whatever you want to call it. Gotta say, by the looks of the map, this is starting to look a little bit like a stalemate. I don't have that many units left, and the Allies, by the looks of that map, have quite a few units left. So like I say, I'm starting to get a little concerned, I have to be honest. I'm not entirely sure that this battle's going to play out the way I planned. And like I say, a stalemate feels like the current situation. And I'm concerned I could be fighting a losing battle here, if I'm honest, but you never know. So back at the church, the aim for me here now with the infantry is, oh okay, we've got a counter strike coming in. Allied tanks coming in. This is a worst case scenario for me. I wasn't expecting a counter strike this early. It's infantry versus tanks basically. I don't have any tanks in the area. I've got nothing I can use to back them up. They're on their own. Okay, it doesn't bode well. I've lost a half track. Okay, so I've got my German troops in the church. It's up to them really to hold the position. They've got the best cover. I don't want to lose this half track. I need to try and keep him in cover for now. I'm going to try and use his gun to engage one of these tanks. Fruitless effort really there. There we go, crew. Okay, brilliant. One of my German guys in the church fired a Panzer fast out the window, engaged the tank. That's what we like. So that's one US tank down. Cruiser or whatever it is. But there's one creeping in. Oh, what the hell's that thing? It's some sort of weird Vickers Dodge Challenger with dual MGs by the looks of it. I don't know what it is, but it's chewing my men up. I need to try and engage it with the half track. Oh fuck. The Dodge destroyed my half track, but the infantry killed the Dodge, so there you go. But there's still some, I don't know what the unit is, but there's a US tank over there, ripping my men up. Need to micromanage the sniper, try and take up some of these infantrymen. I can't get a shot on him. Oh, another man down. I really need to try. So I've got to try and defend this position against these tanks. It's not going to be easy, but my men are just about holding on. So I'm rolling forward a truck here, and that truck's got an anti-tank field cannon attached to it, which I want to try and use to engage this US tank that's causing my men some grief. I need to be careful that they don't get destroyed, so I've got a squad coming out of the truck to reinforce the position, and I want to try and use some of those guys to man the cannon and engage this tank. So using the squad here on the left flank of the church. I just need to get one more guy. I'm not using the officer. It's below him to man an artillery cannon. So the officer's going to run into the church with his men. So here we go. Can I get the sneak shot on this US tank? Or will it all end in failure? Oh, I've been beaten to it. So one of my German dudes in the church probably used a Panzer fast on that tank. There we go, just for good measure. Nice. So I'm now going to launch a counter strike on those US infantrymen hiding behind the remains of their tanks. Get a grenade in. You can run, but you can't hide full. And there we go. Mopped up nicely. It looks like the church is relatively secure as it can be in these circumstances. So the position is a lot more secure now. I've got that anti-tank gun on the rear of the church there, and I've got a few infantrymen just holding ground. So that was a relief. And as well as that, I feel like I've now pretty much secured the village on the left flank of this map. As you can see from the map, though, there's still a lot of Allied forces out there, and there's my Flak 36 position. So I hope you've enjoyed part 1 of this epic battle, and I knew this was going to be a big one, so I'm going to split this video here and resume with part 2. So like I say, hope you've enjoyed it, and stay tuned for part 2.